Hey, what's up everyone? This is your friendly neighborhood gamer, Jimmy here, and today I am going to be bringing you guys some gameplay of Fable 3, and I will be showing you guys what's in the game, and what places to go to, how to find the places, different stuff like that, how to unlock different costumes and powers. So this game is pretty cool, it's pretty fun. I'm not really that much of a big Fable 3 fan, but I did run into someone actually mentioned to me about this Fable game, and I didn't even know anything about it at first. So I just kind of started playing it. But before we go ahead and get started here, I just want to let you guys know to please give me a big fat thumbs up on this video. Please let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Drop some comments. Let's at least get to about 100 likes at least. At the max is what we're shooting for. So please guys, go ahead and give me those thumbs up and comment on this video letting me know what you guys thought, and we will go ahead and get started here. Alright, so I'm actually playing Fable 3 right now on the Xbox 360. I had it for the Xbox One, but my Xbox One kept having problems, mechanical problems and failures, so I stopped playing Xbox One. And it's crazy because it was one of the newer versions too, but it just decided to stop working all of a sudden. So I just started playing on my 360. Alright, so right now we are in this little dungeon, and we are doing a favor for this man named Sabine. For those of you that have never played this game or is not familiar with this game, Sabine is this old crazy guy that you have to impress, basically. You meet him, and then you have to impress him and all these other things by just doing quests for him, and that's what we're doing right now. We have to do 3 quests for him to impress him and move on to the next stage, and I will show you guys what that is all about a little bit later when we're done with this. Okay, so this is my character right here. Now be aware that this crown that you see my character wearing, it is a special crown, and you can only get it when you beat the whole entire game of Fable 3 is the only time you can get this crown right here. This cool looking crown. This is the King's crown. And it comes with the cool little outfit and everything. But you can only get this King's crown when you beat the game and when you become King of Albion. So apparently what this game is about is you have an older brother named Logan, and he is the former king of Albion, but he makes all these decisions and rules, and the people don't like it, and the people of this kingdom want to rebel against him, and they want him executed because of his evil ways, and he's put so many people in danger. He's put people in poverty and let people starve and let people die. And so he's just he's basically a tyrant, and he doesn't care about the land or the people or how the people are suffering. He just cares about being king and what is best for him. So, but you do end up getting your revenge, and you get to later on kill him in the game. So that's pretty cool. You get to execute him and do all these fun little things. So that's the cool part. So now we will just activate these platforms right here to get across. And what these guys are right here, these are what is called Hollow Men. These are guys that died later on in the game, and their bodies, I guess, didn't reproduce right, so they turned into skeletons, and they turned into evil skeletons, I should say, and therefore formed these evil fighting skeletons. So as you can see here, I have my hammer. Now be aware, guys, that
you might have a look in the sanctuary shop. You have unopened gifts.
Now be aware, guys, that when you first start this game,
the armory is at your disposal.
The weapons that you only start off with is the hammer, the hero hammer, and the sword. These are the only two weapons that you start off with in the game. But the further you go in the game, the further on in the game you go, the more weapons you can unlock. So, for instance, this weapon right here, it's called Tanner's Glory. And some weapons you're not gonna, all these weapons you're not gonna be able to find in the game. So, you can play with other Xbox Live players and trade weapons, or you can go to the weapon stores and also buy weapons. So, for instance, this weapon, I bought this. I think it was only like 15,000 gold. So it wasn't really that much expensive. I got it at a little discount store. So yeah, that's that weapon I bought. This weapon is automatically given to you if you download the DLC. This is already a usable weapon in the game, and so is this hammer. So is this sword, pardon me.
How may I be of assistance?
So, I just want to show you guys some of the little cool perks in this game that you guys can get. So that was the weapon, the armory. This is the dressing room. Now, be aware, guys, that some of these outfits are just like the weapons. Some of these outfits are very unique and rare, and you can only find them in the game. And you can also wear them as well. And so if you ever want to save a wardrobe, or sorry, save an outfit, or you can even put different outfits together. For instance, we can go ahead and save this outfit.
You can use these mannequins to store your current look,
and we can actually change these different layers of clothing. So what I mean by that is we have this pajama suit. So I'm going to go ahead and put on this hat, for instance.
Well, that's not the way most people
and we can put on this soldier uniform, the shirt.
Might I say that, Jackie?
Or we can put on these pants.
Well chosen.
And then we can put on these boots.
They'll say so even.
Okay, so now we have different layers of clothing here. And if you guys are not satisfied with the colors of your clothing, you can always come over here and change your color. You can always come here and change the color of your clothes with these dyes. You can change them to any color dye that you want to. So this is a cream dye right here. So we will change our hat to this. We could change these clothes different colors. We could change this to like a turquoise dye. That looks so cool. You could change it to light color, or you could change it to a dark color. I like dark colors, so that looks cool. Then we have the pink dye, and you can change the color of your pants with these dyes. Make that a light pink dye. That looks cool. Or you can make it a dark pink dye. So that's pretty cool. And then you can also change the color of your boots. So these are just some of the cool perks that you can get in the game that you can also have. And like I said, if any of these outfit options suit you guys, all you do is go here. Then all you do is go to these mannequins right here, and you can save. Boom.
Yes, you see.
Now you can save it.
For you when you want it.
And later, and then so now, let's see. Okay, so these mannequins right here are like little convenient storages. And when you want to come back later and change your outfits, all you have to do is just choose the outfit of choice. And there it is. The outfit is saved, and the colors and everything are also saved to the outfit. So that's just some of the cool little perks. So I think I'm going to go ahead and change outfits here myself. So I'm going to go ahead and put this shirt on.
Well, if you
and I'll leave these pants on.
Power is significantly detrimental to one's appearance.
Let's see. I think we will put these boots on.
Has anyone told you you look quite regal? Because if you're wearing those boots, you're going to get that a lot.
And then we will come over here and choose the gloves, which are right here.
You know what would go perfectly
and I think I want to change the color. So let's go to the turquoise dye.
Such a deliciously staccato.
Let's make that a dark color. And then let's make this. And you can also unlock more dyes as well. These are not the only dyes that I have in the game. We can unlock more dyes.
Good choice.
It's just that I just recently started this game, so I kinda am limited to different dye colors at the moment. So now we will exit. Oh, and if you guys want to check out some of the DLC in the game, all you do is come to the Xbox Live online room,
with the new, I always say, though I prefer to keep
then you just go right here,
you never know
and you can check out all these different little DLC packs that you can download and buy and purchase. Some are free and others you have to buy. And so pretty much all these you just have to buy. This is cool DLC right here. I'm currently playing with DLC packs at the moment. If I can look these DLC packs up, I will be able to show you guys what they are if I can find them. So you can get this cool looking Fable 3 dog outfit. This Fable 3 Industrial Night outfit. You can also get the male Fable 3 male Highlander outfit and the female Highlander outfit as well. And so those are just some of the things. And then if you go here, this is a little teleportation device that will teleport you to a different player's world. So you can also travel to other players' worlds with this right here, and you can also help them out with any quests or anything that they need help with. And then these are also some of just the little bits of other perks that you can get. So like this orb visibility right here, this is your orb in the game. And online, if you set this to everyone, that means while you're playing, other players that are in your game can see your orb. And they can also join your game through your orb. So you can either, if you don't want people in your game, you can either put it to friends only, or just put it to private if you don't want people in your game. Sometimes online games can get annoying and hectic and just get very stressful, and sometimes you just don't want people in your game. So sometimes you'll just want your moments, your days where you'll just want to be in a private game all by yourself. And orb chat, this is where you can hear other players' orbs, the sounds coming through their orbs. And then this is where you can have people join your game. You can either have your game open to everybody and anybody can join randomly, or you can set it by request and players who send a request will have to have your approval first before joining the game, or you could just set it to off to where people are not able to join your game at all.
As an opportunity.
Or you could just turn it to off where people are not able to join your game at all, and like I said, you could just play by yourself. And then here are some of the other little online things that you can also view. This is your partnerships. Basically what this is basically spending time with other people in the game. It keeps track of your marriage. You can also get married in this game, have kids. You could develop, like I said, you can get married on here, develop kids, and you could get to see what it's like adopting kids and everything on here. So this basically just keeps track of the time in your game, of how long you played, how long you've played with other players, and that sort of thing. And here is, if you're lonely and you want to play with somebody, you can invite a friend here, or play with the Xbox Live Party if you're in a party with other people, or you could just view your Xbox Live Party from there.
If there's anything you can't
And then these are your statistics. And here is where everything is recorded, your kills. Like I said before, the time, how long you've played in the game, how long you've also played with others in the game, how many quests you've completed, so it will show right here. I have, my score is 362, my rank is number 1. So I've only have 362 quests completed. And as you can see right here, these are other players' quests that they have completed. And then if you feel like looking at your combat skills, you can come here and it'll show all of your combat skills, from your guns to your hammer or your sword, and everything is recorded right here. So I am currently in second place right now with 3,177 kills, and my score rank is number 2. Hammer hits, I have 5,947, and my skill rank is number 1. Pistol hits, 9,345. Rifle hits, 4,192. And like I said, everything here is just recorded. So this is pretty cool. So like I said, for those of you that want to just view some of the things that go on in the game, just come here and look at the statistics, and it'll tell you everything. And right here, it tells you the current spouses, how many people that you're married to, basically. Right now, like I said, I just started a new game, so I have no spouses at the moment. Current children, I have none. Marriages, I have been married 9 times in the game. 2 times were when people, like when other people asked to marry me. 2 times I asked to marry other people, and then so on. It just repeats itself. Divorces, I've only had 1 divorce. Biological children, I've had 6. I've only had 1 adopted child. And right here is just some more details and stuff. So we're not going to get all into that. And now we will exit out of this.
Any other business to attend?
Oh yeah, the trophy room. Here is
the guild seal. That
where you could just view your achievements and view some of the trophies that you have also collected in the game. So right here is your achievement board. And these will tell you all of your achievements. These right here will tell you all the achievements that you have earned in the game. These are basic achievements. These are just simple achievements that you earn in the game while you are playing. This is the first achievement that you earn, where you pick up the guild seal. It's basically a little device where you can communicate with Jasper, and you can also teleport to other worlds and that sort of thing. So these are just some of the achievements that you can unlock. I don't have any unlocked because, like I said before, I just started a new game. So I had to basically transfer all my content to a new
The
profile.
lectern contains a record of all your recent
And
transactions.
here just shows you all the different trophies that you've earned. This is the only trophy I've earned, which is the guild seal. And here is a ledger. It keeps track of how much you have in your treasury. Your treasury is this big mountain
If you
of
don't
gold
spend
right
your
here.
money, it will accrue here
And
silver,
this
gold, and
actually builds up. This can go all the way up to the top of the ceiling if you want it to. This is all the gold right here that you collect in the game as the King of Albion. As you make choices, it will deflect you losing gold and you earning gold. So the more good choices you make, the more gold you earn. The more bad choices you make, the less gold you earn. And it's all recorded right here. So my personal balance is 5,031,105. So that is my personal balance right now. Alright, so we will exit out of here. And one more thing that I want to show you guys that I thought was cool is your dog.
today, I think.
Now, be aware, guys, that in the game, you can select different breeds, dog breeds. So if this is the basic
Excellent.
dog
I think
breed
I speak for both of
that
us
you
when I
start
say
off
that.
in the game. This is the basic dog breed that your dog starts off with. You can have him either as a collie, you can have him as a setter, which is pretty cool. You can have him as an isolation dog, almost looks like a wolf. You can have him as a Doberman. You can have him as a white poodle or a pink poodle or a robotic machine looking dog. So those are just some of the basic dog potions that you can have for your dog. And then you can also change his name. This is the current name that his name is. And if you don't like his name, you can just go to A. You can rename it, and you can name it anything you want. So, for instance, we will name this dog Chester. So, I think that's a cool name for a dog.
Oh, that is catchy. He's
I think
bound to
we
enjoy
will name
being
him
called
Chester.
that.
So, those are just some of the things. And then you can just come here to the map table. These are different worlds that we can also unlock. Like I said, I'm not that far in the game. But as we progress through the game, we will be able to unlock more islands, and I will show you guys more of that a little bit later as we continue on through our game. Alright, so now we will exit out of the sanctuary. That will do it for us in the sanctuary, and now we will go and finish this quest that we are on. So basically, you have one of the best allies that you can get in the game. You have Sir Walter Beck. You will be seeing him a little bit later in the game. I will show you guys what he looks like and what he's about. And that old guy that you just saw that was talking in the sanctuary, that is one of your other allies. His name is Jasper. And he will always be one of your most loyal and faithful allies. And now we will approach this door. Open sesame. Oh, and that's another thing that I also wanted to bring to your guys'
Welcome
attention.
to the sanctuary.
So now we will go to the armory, and another
armory is at your disposal.
cool thing that you guys may have not known about are these
That is a
gauntlets.
gauntlet, a device which allows a hero to channel magical energies to cast spells. Quite extraordinary.
I couldn't have said it better myself. So this is a gauntlet right here, and basically what these do,
Ah, you have impeccable
is
taste in gauntlets.
you can basically cast spells with these gauntlets. And believe it or not, these gauntlets you can actually get kills and kill people with these gauntlets. And so these are called powers, for instance. And as we get further on into the game, we can collect more gauntlets, and I will tell you guys more about those. But the basic gauntlet that you guys start off with in the game, it's called a fireball gauntlet. It's pretty dope. I will show you guys how that works. So what happens is you will see this large ring right here. That is your magic ring, and the further it expands, as you just saw it expand right now, the further it expands, the further you are able to cast your power, and the more powerful it becomes. Look at how cool this is. Look at this cool image right here. They should make this a statue. Okay, so now we have maximum power, and now we will release this. And so that's pretty cool. So like I said, we can also get kills with these. So for instance, we will just cast our spell on these hollow men and kill all these guys. Ah, he hit me. Oh my gosh. How dare you? Just for that, you're gonna die. So that's what the fire spell gauntlet does. Like I said, there are other gauntlets that you can unlock in the game. I will show you guys that as we further progress into the game later. So let's go ahead and finish killing us some more hollow men. And now the cool part that you guys may have not noticed about your powers is you can also do cool things with your powers. For instance, these little canisters right here, believe it or not, you can actually set these on fire and this door will unlock, just like this one right here. So I will show you guys how that works. So all you do is you just aim your magic cursor at any one of these and they will light up. Or you don't have to do that. You could just simply aim up the left stick and press B at any one of these canisters and they will light up. And that will now open a door for us, which is pretty cool. Magica. The things that you can do with magic. This magic will never let you down. Alright, so now we just collected a key. And if you collect 50 of those silver keys, you can unlock special chests that will grant you special gifts and or weapons. So that is pretty cool. Yes, I meant to also mention that there are bats in this game, like those right there. You can also kill them if you want, but apparently I guess we can't kill these. So now we will kill some more hollow men. And another cool part about these weapons, guys, is you can do flourishes. And basically what a flourish is, it's basically a charged attack. So all you do is just charge up your attack, and that's what a flourish is. And you can do different flourishes as you hold weapons. You have a limited, well, you don't have limited amounts of flourishes. You could do any kind of flourish that you want. You could do as many of them as you want with any weapon. So that's pretty cool. Oh, my dog is barking. It's time to dig some more. And you guys can also go to these different dig spots. Your dog will bark if there is a dig spot nearby. And all you do is just go to the dig spot and you can dig up certain items like we just did right there. You can also play with your dog. You can pet him. And you have these different actions. You have these different actions right here that you can choose. So that right there is something that you could do. You can either hold down these buttons or you could just press them. So for instance, we'll just press that. And that's what that does. And if you hold them down, you can do cool little expressions and stuff. And we can also play fetch with our dog, or if our dog acts up, we can tell him off. So that's pretty cool. So now we will kill some more hollow men. Go back to the grounds where you belong. You belong 6 feet under. Stay there. Believe it or not, these guys are actually pretty tough, to be honest. They don't look as tough. They don't look tough like they do, but trust me, once there are an army of these guys, they can become extremely tough. And I will show you guys more creatures that you also have to fight in the game as we further go along in this game. We might not have enough time to record all of this, so I might have to make 3 parts of this video, but for now we're just gonna do part 1, and maybe in the next few weeks we will do a part 2 and a part 3. Okay, so now we will go here.
Ah, hello. Yes, you'll recall that I mentioned that flit switches require a knock from a melee weapon. Well, it seems that was only partially correct. According to the book, only blue switches require melee weapons. The red variety requires magic, and to activate yellow switches, you must shoot them with a firearm. Fortunately, that section of the book also indicated where some firearms were located, and these weapons, well, they must be seen to be believed. Please return to the sanctuary as soon as you can.
Okay, so I kind of like this game. I don't know, for all you gamers out there, you guys might have different opinions and different feelings towards different games, but I think I kind of like this game better than all the other Fable games. I haven't really played all the other Fable games. I haven't really gotten a chance to play Fable 1, but I have played Fable 2, just a little bit of it. I haven't really gotten a good chance to play all of that, so I really don't know what all goes on in that game. But I have played the beginning of it, and it's pretty darn cool. But I have not beaten the game. I would like to play the game all the way through and beat it and experience what is in the game. And this I have also played and beaten. But the history of Fable is, in Fable 1, if I'm not mistaken, you start off as pretty much as a baby. And you start off as a little kid in the game, and I really don't know much about the game, although I think you get powers and weapons and stuff like you do in this game, but I think they are a little bit different and used a little bit differently. In Fable 2, you play as a teenager, and you get to use crossbows and all those different kind of weapons. And then in this game, you start off as a prince or princess. You start off as a teenager, and then you just end up maturing after you beat the game, and you grow up and you become an adult, and it's pretty darn cool. So now we will go to the sanctuary.
Ah, so the weapons in question were also left for you by your father. They are in the armory.
And
like the sword and hammer, these astonishing weapons evolve over time as you use them, becoming ever more fearsome. They can cause more damage and achieve other incredible effects.
Now, I have to warn you guys that this game isn't like any other shooting game. This game takes place in the medieval times, back when kings and queens were rulers of like a certain kingdom or like a certain part of an island, and they pretty much ruled all of
Anytime
that
you're
island.
ready, select one of the guns.
And they basically just like
The
ruled
pistol
over it.
is best suited to short
And
range.
you know,
The
just
pistol,
anything.
excellent choice. You
just
are in an
went-
enclosed space at the moment, after all. I'll keep the rifle here in case you change your mind. In the meantime, experiment and see what incredible properties are waiting to be unlocked.
And so basically anything went in those islands. If a king or queen wanted someone to die, they would order it and they would have them executed. But in this game, this, like I said, happened in the medieval Renaissance times. So there are no cops or police in this game. There are what are called guards, but they kind of basically have the same jurisdiction, I guess you could say, as the military or police, because they have rifles, and if you commit a crime, they can like charge you for fines and stuff, and you have to pay them. And if you don't have enough money to pay those fines, you will have to do community service hours to pay that fine. and then you will just have a huge amount of bounty hunters on your back, and it will be a killer to get rid of them. So, like I said, you don't have police in this game. You have guards, and they're pretty cool. You just don't want to get on their bad side because, like I said, they will either kill you, they will sentence you to death, or they will arrest you because that's just their position in the game, and that's what they are assigned to do. And the clothes in this game aren't like the clothes we wear. Like I said, this is back when kings and queens ruled the world. Like, you don't have a president in this game. Basically, the kings and the queens in this game are like the president. They have control over the whole entire kingdom, and whatever they say or do is what they say or do, and nobody can change that besides them. So every king and queen that rules a kingdom has the final say so in what goes on in a kingdom. So that's basically what this game that's basically what happens in this game. That's the lifestyle. And as you progress further on into the game, you will notice different creatures that you have to fight and all these different other things. Alright, well, we have a player joining our game. Welcome. Alright, so as you go through the game, you will also experience chests such as this one, and in these chests will be different items. Some will be clothes, some will be potions like that one, some will be, rare things like jewelry, necklaces, whatever, stuff like that. And the cool part about these online games is that you can interact with other players. You can either choose to marry them, you can start business partnerships with them, where
a reliable way to gather a few followers is by simply interacting with people. Try it. I'm sure you'll make it.
You can interact with different heroes. You can, like I said, start a business partnership with them.
Congratulations! Getting out among the people has paid off. Remember that interacting with the citizens of Albion is generally a reliable way to gain
I just shook his hand,
followers.
just welcoming him to my world, being nice, showing my kindness. And basically, you can form partnerships in the game, and you can take control of different. You can take control of owning property, buying houses, renting them out for steady profits, and that sort of thing. Nice magic, dude. I like your magic. I think that's the Vortex spell and the Fireball spell, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, so now we will go and collect this rare treasure, and this is going to be a treasure that we have to collect for this man that I mentioned earlier named Sabine. You guys will hear more about that in just a few minutes.
You have done well. Now, step into the light. There is much you need to know.
This guy is dressed as a Sand Fury. I like it. His character looks really dope.
Congratulations, hero. Touching the guild seal was an indication of what you could become. Reaching the music box has proven what you already are. No one but a hero could have done it. You have begun to learn what powers you possess, and there is still greater potential within you. But you have only taken the first step in your journey. Albion is crying out for a revolution, and for someone to lead it. Winning supporters to your cause will be hard. Leading them against Logan will be an even greater challenge, but it's one you must accomplish.
I'll make him pay for what he did.
This is not a matter of personal vengeance. As long as your brother sits on the throne, Albion is in great danger. Open the music box. It will show you the truth.
Okay, guys, so basically what they were talking about is, like I mentioned before, your brother is Logan, and he is the former king of Albion, and people are...
This is my Albion. Its cities will bow to my law, or they will burn. Its mountains will bend to my will, or they will fall. This is my Albion. Its people will do as I say, or they will die. Its future will be as I decree, or it will end. I've seen what must be done, and nothing will stand in my way. We will be greater, and we will be stronger, no matter what sacrifices we must make. This is my Albion, and I will see it destroyed before I surrender it.
So that man right there is Logan, and that is the king of
If any
Albion.
part of you still doubted the necessity of a revolution, you have your answer. The kingdom will face its own annihilation under your brother's rule. Now, do whatever you must to gain your first ally, for you cannot lead a rebellion without followers. Sabine is a good man, and his people are strong.
Okay, so what you basically just heard and saw right there was the man you just saw talking a few minutes ago. That was Logan. He is the former king of Albion, and Pete, like I said before, the people are not satisfied with the way he runs things. Like I said, he is the king, so he does whatever, and as long as people are dying or living homeless or in poverty, it does not matter to him. He just wants to do what he wants because he's the king, and that's what he is assigned to do. So we will open these chests, and like you heard before when they were talking, basically, like I said, the people are not satisfied with what Logan is doing, so they need someone new to go ahead and step in and be that new leader for them. They need someone that they can believe in, that can make things right, where people won't have to live homeless, or people won't have to worry about dying from starvation, and, you know, that sort of thing. And that's what people are actually suffering from because of Logan. So that's basically what you heard them talking about, is the people of the kingdom, that they need someone that they can believe in, and they need a new leader. And they need someone that could be in charge of Albion, that knows what they're doing and that is doing good for the people and not bad. So what this place is right here, this is called the Road to Rule. And basically this just tracks all of your progress throughout the game. It tracks how far you are in the game. And it just shows, like I said, some of the status that goes on in the game. These right here are pedestals. It shows that you can also play, that it shows different stages that you have played in with other characters. So the stages that you've played in with other characters, it will look like this. Their statues will look like this. And and in the Road to Rule, there will be chests like these. You can open them, and there will be weapon upgrades that you can unlock for your weapons. And the higher the upgrade, the more powerful your weapon is, and the more kills you can get. And so we will go ahead and unlock this. This is upgrade number 1 for our handgun. So now it will do more damage than what it already did. Magic upgrade. We will go ahead and get that so we can have more damage. And And we just now upgraded our magic gauntlet. And this is a shock spell, so this is another gauntlet that you guys can unlock, but unfortunately we don't have enough guild seals to unlock it, so we have to do more fighting and more quests to be able to unlock it. And hopefully if we have enough time during the video, I will come back later when I have enough seals and we will unlock it, and I will show you guys what it does. And here, this is just the loading point. You could see these different posters right here, just expressing the different lifestyles in the game. And these are basically just like advertisements in the game for like different products and that sort of thing. As you can see right here, this little girl and the boy, I guess they're boyfriend and girlfriend, and she's holding a mug full of beer, and she's holding the guy on his shoulders. I don't know what that's all about.
You've amassed enough money to buy a house. Houses are excellent investments. Besides, you'll need somewhere to live if you meet that special someone.
Blessed index cards. You made it. This is cause for great rejoicing. Albion has a hero again. If ever I can be of assistance, I will be honored to serve you.
I knew you would succeed, sir. You now have proof positive of your heroic status. And I believe Walter has made some progress with the mercenary problem. He's waiting for you outside the local tavern.
Alright, so now we will go and meet Walter, that guy that just got through talking. That is Samuel. He is the librarian of this Brightwall Academy. And basically the Brightwall Academy is this building right here, and it's been closed down because of Logan, because like I said, he is a mean person and he doesn't care about the people's needs. So this is basically almost like a school for people to come to and learn about different things, but people can't come here because it's closed, so therefore they have to live a life where they are dumb and stupid and not able to gather any information that they want to gather. And here is just one of the stores that you guys can come to. This is a clothing shop, and here you can buy different clothing. Here you could buy just like different types of clothing, different outfits. I think I have... No, I do not have enough for this. Oh, I do! Okay! We are perfect. Alright, so we just bought a new outfit. I will go and... I know what that outfit is, so I will go and look at that later. Not right now. And there, like I said, this game has a different diversity of people. As you can see right here, we're in a village. So this is just like different homes, and this is the life of different people. These are kids right here. You could talk to them, interact with them. And you can't like raise, well, you can raise them. You can't raise them because they're not your kids, apparently. Like you have to create your own child and adopt them, and you know, give birth to them and that sort of thing.
Weapons are a thing
and
of the past.
you can also
hero uses guns.
Real estate is very important. You can buy
your belly with
different
our food
shops.
stuff.
You could buy different shops in the game. You can become the new manager of these shops and buildings, and they will be yours. You don't have to worry about buying anything because they will be your shops and they will belong to you. Alright, so we will just
Hello,
go
I've just
ahead.
learned yet another remarkable tidbit from the Book of Heroes. It seems that you have the power to upgrade not only your living weapons, but also any weapon you find. Come back to the sanctuary and I can show you how.
Alright, so we just got through purchasing different items. And we were supposed to meet Sir Brightwall by the pub, and that is Walter right there. So let's go meet him and see what he has in store for us.
I give hard cash for your unwanted goods.
You were successful then. Bloody marvelous. You'll be glad to know I have some information on the mercenaries Sabine mentioned. They're led by a man called Saker. He used to be a soldier, but always had more in common with bandits and cutthroats than the military. His men are holed up in a small fortress in the mountains, so it won't be easy to get in. But I have a plan. Come with me.
Alright, so that guy right there is Walter. That's the guy that I had mentioned in the game earlier. He is one of your loyal companions that will stick by you till the end. Here we just ate some food, and depending on the food that you eat determines the weight that you gain. So for instance, we have mutton, and this is basically like ham, and it says eating this will give you a reasonable amount of health, though it will make you put on weight. It will appear. So basically, the more you put on weight, the less faster you are, the less accurate you are in your battles, and the less more maneuverable you are. So eating healthy determines how you fight, how you look, and how people take you serious. This is a pawnbroker place. Here you can sell items if you need money, if you need extra money and you're low on money, and let's say if you need to buy something but you don't have enough money to buy it, you can come here and sell your items and make easy money. And so just some of the things that you find in the game that you don't need, you can come here and sell them, and they will no longer be of use for you. They will go to the pawnbroker.
Got too much gear?
And then if we come here, you can drink. Something that I forgot to mention is you can drink in this game and get drunk. We will not do that though. And that's just some of the perks that are in this game. And then these are the guards, like I mentioned it before. These are the guards, and if you commit a crime, they will basically hunt you down, and they will have you pay a fine. And depending on how much money you have to pay for that fine, they will let you go if you pay that fine. And if you don't have enough money to pay that fine, then you will have to do community service to earn money to pay for that fine. So I think like the maximum fines in this game is like $250, I believe, if you commit a crime or do something wrong. So that's just some of the cool little perks in the game. Apparently, I guess this guy needed a different weapon of choice, so we are in his world right now as he is selecting a different weapon. Alright, and we will now see what Walter has in store for us.
I guess things are alright, but they could be a
One of the mercenaries. A cold-blooded killer. His name's Clarence, but everybody calls him Jimmy. He was drinking in the pub all day and generally making life unpleasant for everyone. It wasn't hard to get him completely pickled. These young thugs. Bloody lightweights if you ask me. Anyway, take his clothes and you'll have a free pass into their camp. Just try not to think about what those stains might be.
So now we are going to go ahead and steal this guy's clothes to basically get inside this
You're not
camp.
likely to convince anyone without a bit of extra effort. Even these idiots will notice if you don't have his beard or tattoos. I'm sure you can get hold of what you need around town, though. In the meantime, I'll find out who to talk to about getting food to the dwellers. They might not have much to spare here, but they're kind people. They'll just need a little convincing. Anyway, good luck dealing with Saker and his mercenaries. It'll be your first taste of real battle. But I know you'll do just fine.
So this guy is in
You
a
appear to have
thong.
earned enough gold to purchase the rather repulsive items you require to complete your mercenary disguise. A most impressive feat for a member of the royal family. Of course, should you have acquired a taste for labor, you may continue working for as long as you wish.
Alright, so that will about do it here, guys. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I will do a part 2 of this game, and in that part 2, I will already have everything that I need that I have to buy. And part 2, I will show you more. I will show you guys more of the mercenary camp and what goes on, and we will continue to play Fable 3 in part 2. So that will about do it for me, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please drop a thumbs up if you like this video. Please leave comments down below telling me what you thought of the video. And for those of you that would like to add me on Xbox Live, for those of you that have Xbox One or 360, I will also put my gamer tag in the comments. So just feel free to add me from the comments and I will accept you. Alright guys, so that will do it here. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys soon. Adios.